Welcome to day 50 of documenting my trading journey. Day 50 is mainly going to be me going over my weekly recap for this past trading week. As you guys know, every Saturday morning I do my weekly recap, so I pretty much go over the trades that were taken. I do a weekly summary. I look into what went well this week, what went wrong this week, um, what are some things that I did this week that I can make progress next week. Just things like that overall. So let's start off with the weekly summary, right? So as you guys can see from the screenshots, I took 0 trades this week. Why? Well, as I talked about my weekly market breakdown on Sunday, I took this trading week as a break essentially because I lost I lost my 50K funded account with Top Step last week. So because of that, I wanted to take a break from live executing any positions to mentally reset and refresh myself. So that way, when I do buy my combine this weekend and I trade that in week 3 of June, it's like, okay, I'm coming back with clarity and peace of mind, and overall just ready to get back into trading again. So live trading this week, did not do anything like that. So weekly summary. So my trading week this week, when it comes to live trading at least, wasn't active at all. I took this past trading week off from live trading since I lost my 50K funded account with TopStep last week. As I just said, I wanted to use this week to refresh and center myself, to prepare myself for my next funded account, and to just go into it overall with somewhat of a clear mind. So even though this week there were 0 trades executed on my end, I will say that this week was very productive on my end. Where am I at? Yeah, this week was very productive on my end when it came down to my daily HPAs, i.e., my daily markups, which consist of my pre-market analysis and my post-market analysis, my daily journal and recap, my daily trade commentaries, and then also YouTube, etc. So I feel like my daily journal and recaps this week were very detailed, and I am proud of myself. I am proud of my growth from a journaling aspect. A big part of my growth as a journaler is being part of Zella Zone this month, and then also, just being active in the TradeZella Discord community. I feel like, being a part of not just TradeZella, but along with the community, it allows me to just express my ideas when it comes to charts and just really it gives me a space to express myself with my journaling. It always TradeZella always consistently pushes me to level up my journaling. And again, trading is one thing, but then being able to journal like a real journaler, you know what I mean? Like that's another skill set in its own. So I'm definitely grateful with my growth when it comes to journaling my trades. So another thing I did this week was to be sure to log all of my missed trades in the playbook section right here. That way I can look into why I missed that trade. So did I miss that trade because I was busy at work? Did I miss that trade because I was just not actively on my laptop? Did I miss that trade because I wasn't posing my will in the market? So was I looking for one thing and the market did another thing? The market has to do this or that. It's like, why did I miss that trade? So that's why it's important to make sure I log all my missed trades in the playbook section. And then also it's good from a statistic perspective as well, so I can kind of see okay, well, how much did it cost me percentage wise? Like how much would I have made this week from an R multiple perspective, from a percentage gain perspective, from a dollar amount perspective. So all these things are important to know as a trader, right? So that's why I was lately, the past month or so, I've been placing emphasis on making sure I log every single missed trade, every single one of them. So yeah, towards the end of this week, I wasn't posting daily on YouTube, and that's mainly because my days at work this week are really busy with have to do this firefighting class called DC Academy Monday to Thursday, and then it's like yesterday I had to take a 125 question test based off the information I learned Monday to Thursday. So it's just like I don't know, I don't like it because that's not how I learn, and I don't know, it's just like I don't know, it's like Monday to Thursday, it was like a 2 hour class, and then it's like like I said, 125 questions. So it was not easy, but got it done. So thankfully, next week I should get back to regular schedule when it comes to trading the New York AM session. So Because my main focus this week was that firefighting class, I am a tad bit upset at myself, for slowing down posting on YouTube. Because the YouTube I posted, I believe, Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. And then including this video, that'll be Saturday as well. So I missed 3 days this week in regards to YouTube. And it's not bad, but again, I'm kind of just, I'm someone who sets really high standards for myself. And then when I don't meet them, I kind of tend to feel like a failure. I know it sounds corny, but it's the truth. I'm just someone who sets really big goals for myself, and I don't know. I'm just trying to become the best version of myself, especially when it comes to this field within trading and YouTube and documenting my journey. So it's just like I don't like saying I'm gonna get something done, and I don't get it done. And my thing this week was posting 7 days a week, on YouTube. So I don't know, just trying to reach for the stars, as I say here, but I put this quote to remind me that it's all about perspective. So, perfecting. So I mean perfection. So I put perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. And that's pretty much what I said in a summary about just me setting high goals for myself. But in reality, I'm just trying to chase perfection. But I deep down, I know that perfection is like just not realistic. But if I keep chasing perfection, I'm going to be really great in this field of trading. So that's overall what it comes down to. I had to learn how to give myself some grace. But overall, this week was very refreshing from putting live trading on a pause. I feel like now I am ready to go all in next week. So I am definitely looking forward towards trading next week overall next week. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to buy my 50K combine with Top Step either tonight or tomorrow. And then, like I said, I'll be looking to trade that week 3 of June, which is next week. So next week's weekly recap, hopefully I'm in a position to, whether it's losing a profitable trade or unprofitable trade, hopefully I'm able to, go over those trades with you guys in next week's weekly recap. So moving on to my key takeaways from this week. So what worked well? So what worked well this week is taking a week off from live trading to get my mind right before jumping into another 50K combine. My daily journal recaps are getting more detailed and structured, logging on missed trades in the playbook section, and then really making the effort to push forward when it comes to completing my daily trade commentaries. What didn't work well, other thing that didn't work well this week, to be honest, was not posting 7 days a week. I posted 4 days out of 7, so I missed 3 days. So to me, again, that perfection aspect, so that didn't work well. But again, just trying to give myself some grace. Any patterns, habits, or red flags noticed? So I noticed that I tend to set really high standards for myself, mainly when it comes to my YouTube, and then when I don't meet them, I have this thought of being a failure. And it's just like, okay, I'm not a failure. I'm just trying to reach perfection. And nothing's wrong with that, because in reality, I'm just trying to become the best version of myself. However, I need to really start learning how to give myself grace and pat myself on the back for the work that I have been putting in, Like even posting, when it comes to like the average YouTuber or, things just seem like that, I feel like even posting 3 to 4 times a month is like really good, you know what I mean? And it's just like for me, I feel like past few weeks I've been posting 3 to 4 days a week compared to 7. If I'm posting 7 days a week and the average YouTuber is posting like 3 to 4 times a month, it's just like I'm already above average. I'm already like pushing myself to exceed, I guess, the average. 'Cause you know how it's like, below average, and then above average. It's just like I'm already above the average, but I'm just trying to, again, it's just that perfection aspect of it. So I'm going to work on it. At the same time, it's just like, it's more so like a goal thing. It's just like, I genuinely want to post 7 days a week on YouTube. It's just something I want to do, I want to document my trading journey from every aspect. So it's just like, I feel like I have to post daily. And I think I talked about it like 2 weeks ago with you guys, but it's just like, I don't know. I think at first I was more so focusing on quality over quantity. But, for someone like myself who wants to post 7 days a week, I feel like my focus should be more so quantity over quality, at least for now when it comes to posting 7 days a week. So that's why some videos are like 3 minutes long. Some videos are 10 minutes. Some videos are 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's just like, they kind of just average. It's become kind of just wanting to focus on quantity at this point in time. So, anyways, moving on from the key takeaways from this week, they're just short bullet points. I have my daily journal section. So my daily journal section, let me just open it up to show you guys. So I'm gonna open up every single one of them. So that's Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and then Fridays. Sorry if you guys hear background noise. So these are my daily journals. So Sunday's daily journal, this is what it typically looks like. This is my weekly market breakdown that I do every Sunday. So I'll have a screenshot of Forex Factory, just overall the economic calendar. So what news can potentially affect NASDAQ this week? And I go over my weekly intentions, and I take screenshots. So quarterly, and normally I don't include quarterly in every single week. Why? That's because, it's quarterly. It's every 3 months. I think this past week, I just included quarterly because, quarter 2 is coming to an end and literally like next week or in 2 weeks. Once June is over, then we're officially in quarter 3. So I feel like now is a good time to start monitoring how that quarterly candlestick is going to close. So I'll be including the quarterly screenshots in my weekly market breakdowns for the next 2 weeks. So I have the quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. So I have all my annotations on every single time frame, and that will include my Sunday daily journal, which is my weekly market breakdown. And then on Monday, I pretty much have my mental game check-in, my thoughts, personal focus for the day, my pre-market markup. So these are my markups before the market opens, which is at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll have my post-market markups. I didn't take this off. And then I put, did I trade today? And I put my mindset reflection overall. So, and then same with Tuesday. It's like Sunday is a weekly market breakdown, and then Monday to Friday, it's pretty much the same template. I have a daily journal template. So it'll be just that same exact routine: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So just, that consistency aspect is what I'm really striving for. And then of course you have my, Saturday daily journal, and that Saturday daily journal is this right here, which you guys are seeing now, the weekly recap template. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. So that's pretty much all my daily journals. I just link it to my weekly recap, so everything's accessible in this one weekly recap template. So that's that. So positions executed, again, this week was on a trading week, so I don't have that. But next week, hopefully if, God's willing, if the market has something nice, I take it. I would definitely look to be executing it and then include it here. And then I would love to go over those trades with you guys next week. Missed trades. So I'll show you guys that really quickly. So missed trades is pretty much here, my playbook section. So this week I missed a pro trend swing entry and then a pro trend liquidity entry. So the pro trend swing entry, I did this here. So I missed a swing trade. I think this presented itself the 6th of June, and then the TP hit this past Monday. And that was a 5. I put the screenshot here as well, so you guys can see. So yeah, towards the end of the week, last Thursday, and then price ended up hitting that TP this past Monday. Again, and these pro trend swing entry trades, I'm more so only doing it from a personal account perspective. So I do just one contract. So I do, on top of Top Step, I do want to also start trading a personal account. I just have yet to put funds in there just yet. But so, yeah. So mainly when it comes to my personal account, I'm just going to take purely swing trades on that account. So I'm just saying, like, okay, if I did take this 1 hour swing trade with one contract, how much profit would I have made? So I'm really journaling these pro trend swing entry trades just for that personal account, which would obviously be great, the return on that. The 5.8 hour trade. And then there was one more trade that I missed out on this week. This would have been like on a Top Step account, but I just still put one contract. Where was that? Liquidity entry, missed trades. Yeah, the 10th of June. So, what's the day? The 14th. So earlier on in the week, Tuesday, I believe it was. So if I did one contract, that would have been $351, 2.48 hour. And then this was a screenshot. 15-minute trade, 15-minute entry. And then, I pretty much have the initial target. If I lost this trade, how much would I have lost? My plan are multiple, average entry time, average exit time, the daily directional bias, daily cycle, 1 hour order flow, execution time frame, market conditions, and things like that. So that's overall the summary when it comes to these missed trades. That's why it's important. So as you can see, for Monday, I missed out on that trade and that trade here. So overall in the week, I would have been almost up 8R, which is honestly really, really good. So I have that missed trade section, and then I have my YouTube daily trading vlog section. So along with tracking everything within my trading journey, I also want to track everything within my YouTube as well and documenting my trading journey. So I'll include links to that video. So Sunday I posted this video here about losing my funded account, my weekly recap, last week's weekly recap, and then my weekly market breakdown, which was Sunday's video. And then Monday I posted a video as well, and then also Wednesday, and so you guys can see I post, and then I'll do Saturdays as well. But Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I missed this week. So again, not bad, but just that striving for perspection aspect. All right, we're almost done. So emotional or psychological review. I put NA because I didn't trade this week. So these are questions I would ask myself, if I did take any trades this week. Did I follow my trading plan consistently? Did I let my emotions influence any decisions? Was there any over trading or revenge trading? How disciplined was I with my exits and stop losses? So this next week, if I do take any trades, then this will definitely be filled out. But for now, I'll just put NA. Okay, kind of coming to an end here, but lessons learned and adjustments. So what is my biggest lesson from this week? So this is actually really, really good. So my biggest lesson from this week is that nothing is wrong with the break from live trading, especially if it's really needed. Like I've said this before, but really emphasizing it now. As much as I love trading, it does have potential to be mentally taxing, which is why it's important to take breaks if and when needed. So it's also important to have other hobbies aside from trading, I feel like. And honestly, this is something that I would like to recommend myself. So like last year, it was the gym for me. I was really getting big on my nutrition along with fitness. Like I was in the gym like 5-6 days a week. And then it's like ever since I graduated boot camp last September, it's been a struggle for me to get back into the gym consistently. It's like now I go here and there. And you guys see in my daily trading vlog, it's like every now and then it will be some clips of me in the gym. But it's just like, I don't know, it's just kind of been hard to get that passion back, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's just a discipline thing, but I think more so it's just like that passion for the gym. Like, I don't know, it's just that passion's kind of gone. And to the point where it's just like now it kind of feels more so like a chore than something I genuinely enjoy doing. So I'm not sure why that is. I don't know. So I would like to get back to the gym consistently, but I don't know. I think it's just that mental switch. It just hasn't turned back on yet. And maybe I shouldn't wait. Maybe I shouldn't wait for it to just turn back on. Maybe I should kind of just force it on. But I don't know. That's kind of how it's been for me though. But it's definitely something to think about. Cause just like, when you are going through a tough point in journaling, or not journaling, if you are going through a tough time in trading, which is bound to happen, trading, it's a journey. We all have our highs and lows, no matter if you're the best trader or I'm not gonna say that, but whether you're a profitable trader or an unprofitable trader, like we all have our highs and lows. So I think it's just really, really, really important to make sure you have other passions outside of trading, like whether that be the gym or running or painting or photography or YouTube or it's just all these different hobbies out there: basketball, football, baseball, whatever it may be. I mean, it's just important to have those, something to lean back on. I mean? So you don't want to feel like if you're losing in trading, you're losing your life. That's just not the case. It's okay to take a step back. And like for me, I mean, this week was kind of an eye opener for that. So anyways, moving on. So what will I do differently next week based on this week's performance? So nothing different necessarily. I feel like if anything, I will more so say to continue doing what I've been doing, which is, my daily journal, my markups, my daily markups, YouTube, daily commentaries, things like that. Again, if there's one thing I want to improve this week or next week, it would just be YouTube, like just striving for perfection. Again, it's not in the complete need, but again, if I chase that perfection, it's just like I'm really pushing myself above average, which is what I personally want to do for myself. Goals for next week. So my process goes. So if I do take any trades next week, I want to execute with confidence, execute with reason and logic, and control my emotions. Performance goals is to increase my patience in trades, and then my discipline goals is to journal before market open. No setup equals no trade. Complete my daily recap daily, and complete my trade recap daily. The same exact day the trade was taken. So yeah, that includes the daily recap, the weekly recap. So hopefully you guys took away something valuable from this. If you guys do have any questions in regards to TradeZella, then let me know. It's a really good platform, honestly. Like I'm not even, I think I'm affiliated with it. I'm not sure, but I don't really use the link like that. But I just overall I want to not just document my journey, but help anyone else out in their trading journey if need be. And it's just like I feel like, again, journaling is really, really, really important to do in trading. And I feel like if you're gonna journal, make sure you journal with intention, and again, TradeZella, it's so complex. Not complex, but complex, not the right word. Complex, as in it's always progressing. It seems like every week there's a new feature or just improvements within the platform. So it's definitely an investment. It's definitely an investment. I think it's the best investment you'll make within your trading journey. So hopefully this template, you guys like it, and the daily recap templates as well. Tomorrow's video, day 51, it'll be more so of a daily trading vlog. So, and I'll include my weekly market breakdown at the end of tomorrow's video. So that would be cool. But besides that, I hope everyone has a good weekend, and just stay blessed.